to your love. Why do you play this game? And something, something, something. Hang on to your love. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. How y'all doing this morning? I wasn't gonna go live this morning because I'm staring at a couple hundred fig cuttings and some lemon cuttings. But I figure while I'm doing cuttings, I say hi to you guys. And sometimes y'all got important stuff to say to each other. I don't know how I became a conduit for this stuff, but I am apparently. So there you go. And plus, random thoughts come to mind. So I'm doing cuttings and stuff. I just do stuff, and thoughts come to mind. Today was a post storm. Y'all hanging on? Some days I ain't got nothing to say. Some days you need to stay away from me, But like I was telling someone, a friend of mine said, a lot of people flirting with you on your page. Like, oh, yeah. That's the first question. Are they flirting with me? Or are they flirting with an online personality amongst other people? Yeah, answer that question. When people are pining over Michael Jackson, is it because Michael Jackson is an entertainer to a degree? He's just on the stage, on the TV, or is it because they know Michael Jackson? Apparently, it's not because they don't know Michael Jackson, because he liked to do things that you don't want around your children. Apparently. But no, the reason I said that is I'm not actually on Facebook. I try to tell my friends that it's like, no, he's here. He sees all the posts. No, actually, I don't. When I do stuff like this, and this is how my day goes most days, it starts off planting, and I'm just sitting here, and nature has its way of just putting ideas in my head. So I'm doing some citrus cutting. So I figure I'd talk to y'all for a little bit while I do that and see if there's something important I got to learn. Like this word influencer. I hate that word too. Oh, you're an influencer. Nope. If I'm influencing you, then you're stupid. Hopefully, you're influencing me. All right. I don't come here to influence you. I don't really care what you think. I love you to death, but I don't care what you think. I'm not a person where I need to be around people who think I do. That actually makes you stupid. I'm here to learn. So if anything, I post things to irritate the hell out of you so you'll influence me. That's why I come here. My friends know that. A lot of other people don't. So how y'all doing this? Who's that? Kati, how you doing this, man? Darling, how you doing out there in Germany? How's Germany doing? Y'all still alive? Are y'all being safe? Good morning, Nicole Sears. How you doing this morning? How you out there in Florida? How's Florida treating you? I saw, you went live last night. I was going to watch you, but I had to go to sleep, girl. I'm sorry. I really wanted to watch you. Nicole, if y'all don't follow Nicole will take you to all the concerts. Get your bear, have some fun. I didn't have time to do that last night. I'm so sorry. But I'll send people your way. Y'all should subscribe to Nicole Sears. She'll make you laugh too. Hey, Burt Walker. Oh, y'all not on his page. You need to be on his page. That man is funny. Don't get me wrong. The Burt Walker page is funny, but the Robert Walker, oh my gosh. Now, he told me to subscribe to his page a long time. Shut up. That's a funny guy. Good morning, brother. How you doing? Sampton is in the house. Ooh, Miss Permaculture. Girl, we about to prioritize doing some swales here soon. As soon as I finish that house in about a week and a half, about a week and a half, then I'm going to start the first big lake, which is really the big lake for me, but it's probably just a large pond, So look, my uncle look at that. My uncle just texted me. Oh, look at that. He asked me how I was doing this morning. I said, I'm doing great. And he said, how's Texas? I said, I don't know how Texas is. I know how I am. I'm having a whole lot of fun. I don't really rub elbows with Texans too much. I don't rub elbows with much too much. He said it's in my DNA. That's my uncle. People say, oh, it's crazy that you moved out in the middle of nowhere. No, it's not actually. Most of my uncles built their own houses. It's something it feels so good that you're building a structure that you're going to live in, and you know that it's not being built with any toxic materials. He just telling me, he's like, yeah, but I know your father. I grew up with your father. Not surprising that you just sold everything, moved to the desert to build a house and community. And he built his house, and my father built his house. And, so he just texting me back saying, it's in your DNA. I think it's in all of our DNAs. I think that there's something about being creators that we really need. And I need to actually be working while I'm running my mouth. Cause these citrus cuttings ain't gonna plant themselves. And a brother gotta eat, which means that I gotta get my cuttings on the way. Who else is in the house? Nicole is hanging with the cat outside. Okay. I need to get me a cat. Actually, I have my eyes on a cat, Nicole. I got somebody, a local supplier, about to steal a woman's cat. Although I saw it this morning on a video, and I was kind of like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, it's rough out here. Like, I want a kitten. I don't want a cat. I want something that gets used to being out here. You know, I kind of feel like I'm stealing a member of a family. All the cats are already playing with the dogs and all having fun. So I kind of want to get two individuals that'll learn to survive out here with me. That, oh, this is life, huh? Okay, I can get used to this. And, you know, like they kind of learn what to step on, what not to step on, what to chase, what not to chase, when to be scared, when not to. But if you take a kitten out of a home environment and you take it to something that's not its norm, it might die. You know, it might run into some trouble. So I don't want to do that. It's like us. And it's funny how all this, y'all see how these thoughts come to my mind? I don't know where they come from, but when I'm doing this stuff, you start thinking about nature and it applies to the problems we're having in the world right now, right? Like you have a lot of people that talk real bad about historic slavery, but boy, they love it today because it's normalized. And same thing with a cat or a kitten or a dog. Once it becomes normalized to Rockefeller world, like, oh, you know what? All you do is bark or whine and the food just falls out of the dummy's hands into my bowl with some water. And if I don't like it, I had an Akita and they used to like milk and it's Uba Canuba. That's all they ate. It ate Uba Canuba. It, for some reason, ate the most expensive dog food in the world. So we had to feed it Uba Canuba and then put milk in it. Now we didn't use milk from the grocery store, but we had to use that. Back then they had powdered milk. You had to add it to their food. And it's just like, nah, because to that dog in his normal world, you know, you get what you want. You order out for food. The monkey, the hairless monkey brings you some food in the morning, puts it in your bowl. And if you don't like it, you don't eat it. Just sit back and look at it and whine or bark. And they'll go get some milk or they'll go get some wet food, open the can and put the wet food in there. Normalization. Be very careful of what you let become normal for you because they're going to make it worse for the next generation, you know? So it's just funny how thoughts come together. I'm not really paying much attention to my citrus cuttings. I actually did a video this morning. I don't like bull shizzle. And so I did a video this morning. I didn't upload it. Where's my rooting hormone? I'm going to call it quick and dirty citrus cuttings because they're quick and they're dirty. And you know, when I learn something, I always share it with everybody I know. And most of these videos, these garden videos, I don't like them. You gotta be sterile and get your tools and clean them and put them in alcohol and herbicide and, you know, with all these little chemicals. And then you do your cutting and you'll have a great cutting percentage. Like, shut up, lady. That's not what I want. You know, I mean, if your goal is to have a great cutting rooting percentage, then yeah, you should listen to her. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in being surrounded by strength. If the cutting needs to die because I got microbes in this particular soil that don't work with this cutting, then this cutting needs to die. Damn it, die faster. I don't want to take care of you. I need you to take care of yourself. That applies to people. You understand what I'm saying? Right? It's how nature works. If it's supposed to die, it should die. There are no pests in nature. You know, if your soil can kill your cutting, your soil should kill your cutting, or you're going to be taking care of it, and it's going to be cross-pollinating with the other plants, making them weaker. Nah, strong will survive. I believe in nature. And I believe that from a human perspective, too. You know, the strong will survive. I want to be surrounded by strong people. This dumb word, unvaccinated. That was an unvaccinated. Are you vaccinated? No, no, yeah, actually, yes, I am. I'm naturally vaccinated, and every day I get naturally vaccinated even more. Every single day. It's not a process where I go stand in a line, pay some money to get vaccinated. My vaccinators are natural. I'm definitely vaccinated. Okay. Are you? And the reverse question might be, well, are you? What is that called? Are you broad spectrum immuninated? Do you have broad spectrum immunation? Do you? No, you're unbroad spectrum. Well, you need to go out there and get broad spectrum nated. That's what you need to do. That's the reverse of that ignorant question. Because when you're surrounded by people and plants that know how to survive in its natural environment, that are strong, the plants that actually have the genetics to survive, and the people who got the genetics to survive, you got a strong tribe. I can't have a weak tribe around me. I don't do no weakness. I mean, too many of y'all playing around with that colonizer unmedicine. It's not medicine. Most wisest things that ever came out of the White House was an old crotchety lady said, what'd she say? She said, say no to drugs. All right? Say no to drugs. You know, she didn't tell you which drugs. I tell you which drugs. Say no to all drugs. Unless you need them. Right? All drugs are medicinal to a degree and a percentage with a certain group of people at a certain time, like crack and cocaine. But not all the people all the time. Didn't Bob Marley say something like that? You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Go with nature. Nature is safe and effective. Hey, who's that? My lady, how you doing this morning? Oh, you a cat lady, aren't you? Cats are more predatorial than people think. Yeah. Oh no, I know they're predatory. They're psychopathic. I know that. I know that's why I want cats on my team. Dogs, you know, they're loyal and stuff. But you know, I don't have as much time as I will in the future. So I need some cats. Cats are psychopath. They're fine on their own and they're fine with friends and they'll murder and kill anything in the environment. Cats will kill insects. They'll kill everything. Kill snakes. You know, and I don't want to like sterilize my environment of snakes and spiders and ooh, goodness gracious, we could talk about the spider shot. Yeah, I got a great spider picture yesterday. It's weird how it worked out. So weird. It was a crotch selfie. I have to explain myself because it's just weird how this works. It was a spider web that was like inverted, and the spider was upside down on the inverted web. And there was some stuff in the way. I had to kind of get to it in the garden, step around. And the only angle I could get was to bend over this way and hold the camera because I wanted the top of the spider so my friends can tell me, dummy, don't touch that spider or not. And so I snapped it from this direction and I got the top of the spider because from this direction, I can only get the bottom of the spider and you can't identify a spider web from the bottom. So I got the top so my friends can from Texas and Arizona and Nevada and these places can tell me, damn it, that thing will murder you. Stay away from it. And I looked at the picture later and it just so happened it's a crotch selfie. I'm like, oh my God, did I just do a crotch selfie? There's a thing. Here's the thing. Look it up. Look it up. I'm not inventing stuff. That people been doing crotch selfies for a long time. So no, I didn't post it. Not here. I posted that one on Patreon. That's a great shot. It's a great shot. Oh, it's a fantastic shot. It wasn't no dangling in it. No, it was not no dick pic. It was a short pic. I would not do that, but it's interesting. You know, I'm not nasty. Y'all being nasty. I'm trying to get pictures of spiders and not die. And by the way, while I was getting this picture, I literally almost stepped on the web of the biggest, most nastiest black widow spider I ever seen. Yes, and my accent came out because a little fear came out. That's when my Texas accent comes out. A little fear bubbled up because I was stepping over plants and stuff, trying to get the angle of this thing. And just out of my peripheral, I saw something big and black just ran. It was not the man from the Green Mile. It was a big honking black widow spider about this big. Yes, I'm a man and I do things in man sizes. So shut up. That thing came running out. And it occurred to me that because I hadn't been here in a while, I got to get back on my game. You know, I've been in Rockefeller and world sad. You know, am I a dog? Am I a fish? Am I a slave? I got to get out of here. I hate Rockefeller world. So I'm not on my game. I got to get back on my, because I almost stepped on that. She came out the web pissed off. Boy, she came out there. Ah! Black widow spiders don't want to bite you. They don't want to kill you, nothing like that. You know, just leave them alone. Don't step on their mess. Don't be stupid trying to get a crotch selfie of another nasty looking spider. And I got to look at it because I don't think anyone told me. So anyway, how'd that relate to cats? All right. So yeah, you had the cats around and, you know, you did cats and dogs. You get your farm things around, create your ecosystem and kind of push the predators at bay, you'll have less. I've seen cats kill spiders, and that's not what I really want the cat to do. I think that's pretty stupid. I'm not even killing black widows or anything like that. But you create an ecosystem of strength. The strong will survive, the weak ones will die, because that's what you want around you. Gerard equals panty pooper. What the hell are you talking about, Bert? Bert, Ernie, you need to come get this man. What are you talking about? Oh, Lord Jesus, did you post that? What is wrong with you? Oh, you know what? I'm not pressing the comments, so y'all can't see the nasty stuff this man. I'll address it though, because I ain't scared of nothing, Bert. It's a scary topic, but I ain't gonna address. This is what this man said. I have to go on record and say, if Gerard is a panty dropper, I need to meet this man. I need to meet him. My whole life, them things been trouble. Okay. No. So to clarify, Bert, once again, there are people that are interested in your online avatar, your online personality. These people don't know how my feet they smell. They don't know it's black widow spiders under my bed. They don't know these things about me. So no, Gerard is not. And whatever that Gerard thing is, I don't know what that is. So there you go. Oh, Lord Jesus, what are y'all posting? Look at this. Do y'all see these people? Nah, they're cats. And yes, song, they are cats. They are cats. Look, you and lost him. What's wrong, girl, with you? Oh, Lord Jesus. Let's move on. Don't let them fool you. They curious and will crawl in your bed. Oh, I know my letter. I know. I sleep like a cocoon. Right now I do. I got multiple blankets and I roll up in it. And she's down there at the base of my bed in a little distance. I might remove her, but right now she's not a problem. Yeah, I don't roll around in my sleep and kicking spiders and stuff. I stay pretty straightforward. So, all right, look at that. People laughing, blah, blah, blah. Trust when I say if a cat kills something, that something had it coming. Yeah. That's because you're a cat person, my lady. That's why. I won't say that. I won't say that. Certainly not tabby cats. No, when tabby cats kill things because they moved. It's because they're breathing. It's because cats are psychopathic. Don't get me started. You're gonna get the cat people mad at me again. Don't start with me this morning, my lady, because I tell you the truth. I'm not here to play with you, cat people. I'm a nature people. I love nature. I do love cats, but I'm just being honest. They're psychopathic. Stop making excuses for psychopaths. Like the ones trying to give unmedicine to everybody around the world. No, they just want to make money. They just want you to outsource your immune system so they can make money off of you. That's all they want until your body reacts. Negatively. Don't get me started on that one. People, the human body is the most amazing machine on the planet. All right. Makes decisions all day that you disagree with, but it will respond to its environment. And if you are one of these wannabe junkies, I want to be a junkie. You should be a junkie too. I'm a junkie, you're a junkie. Wouldn't we like to be some junkies too? No, I don't want to be no damn junkie. Because I'm not for crack and not for the crack that's whacked to get mad doing in mass globally right now. Hell no. The immune system is a muscle. You got to work it out. There are no quick fixes for things. They've been lying to people a long time about this stuff, right? Like, oh, you ain't got to go to the gym. Just eat this pill. Oh, you want to lose weight? Oh, you ain't got to work out and eat healthy. No, just here's a quick fix for you. There are no quick fixes for muscles. The immune system is a muscle. You got to work it out there. Go get some mud, rub it in your face. Shoot, I don't miss flies landing in my coffee. It's a fly favorite coffee out here, but they landed in it. I had to pick 2 out this morning. Why? Because it's boot. Again, I am natural vicinated. I am not unnaturally synthetically vicinated. I'm naturally vicinated, and I get vicinated all the damn time. Just living life. But you want to be strong. Don't trust those psychopaths. All they're trying to do is trying to get you to outsource what already works to them, and they don't even know how it works yet. Well, no, actually they do. A lot of them do. But look at the little lemon. Lemon. Jam on. Look at the little lemon. Oh, it's so cute. But he got to go because you can't be on there. They take up too much energy. When you're doing cuttings, nah, you got to get rid of that. It takes way too much energy to make a fruit. I don't need you to make a fruit. I need you to make roots. All right. So look at that. Y'all getting educated. I've never done a gardening video on YouTube, or where am I at? Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Oh Lord. I see the G word. Lori's cussing, y'all. Look, Lori's cussing. Lori's cussing about something. What you cussing about? You have a spider girlfriend. Yeah, probably. But she sleeps with me every night. And maybe she crawls up into bed when I'm not paying attention. I don't know, but I'm asleep, but I sleep in the cocoon, so that's how that works. No wonder you take credit. Lori, don't you got some patience to be dealing with? Why y'all here messing with me? Huh? Ain't you got no patience, woman? We are I words you're not supposed to say because you might educate somebody. Naturally, I word. Exactly, song. That's why I don't, look, people who want to be junkies for these corporations, just let them go be junkies. They ain't going to learn. Oh, you're going to learn today. If you don't learn today, you're going to learn in the future. When that immunoexhaustion gets you, because I was thinking about that this morning, song. The human body is always reacting to its environment. Right? This is why you should never let anybody experiment on your body. And sometimes the human body will say, you know what? There's something toxic that keeps getting injected in us. We need to start shutting down flipping genes because we're going to die. We're not going to survive constantly being injected by this stuff. There's something toxic in the environment. We don't need to fight cancer in our 70s, so turn those genes off. We don't need to fight cardiovascular disease in our 50s, turn those genes off. We need to fight this thing that keeps getting injected in us that's not natural, right? And so the body's always making choices and decisions all the time based on what we eat, what we inject, what we breathe in, all of that. It was a good reason not to have an oligarchy rule your land because they'll poison you. Because that's what corporations make money on. Chemicals are easier to make than going along with nature. That's why they put chemicals in every damn thing. And your body's making decisions based on your environment. And so if you are highly toxifying your environment for your fear from TV or whatever it is, your body might decide to fight you. You might fight what you're doing. Or your body might just say, you know what? One, in the fight scenario, to me, that's called an autoimmune disease. Don't do anything that makes your body fight things it shouldn't have to. Your body already has enough problems from the oligarchs that poison everything. And the other one is your body. Well, the other one's your body gives up and it's just like, you know what? This environment's too toxic. We're going to die anyway. So let's put energy into other things like reproduction. And the other one, which I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my thoughts here. So a lot of things I'm thinking about cutting at the moment. But, the body is making those decisions. All right. The other one is exhaustion. Like, oh, man, we've been triggered so much by these P-funks. I call it P-funks. And if you watch The Last Del Victory, you know what I'm talking about. You know what the P-funk is. It rhymes a little bit with P-funk, but I like how it's that way. Somebody can post it if they want. But they put the P-funk in there to get your body to react. And how many times after reaction does your body say, you know what? Not reacting to this no more. Not reacting to this no more. No, because I'll flip certain genes and I'll take on certain actions or do other things, but I'm not going to react to this thing anymore because I'm exhausted. And that's a very layman way of putting what the immunologist said about immunoexhaustion. Where your body's like, you know what? Can't do this no more. We're done. And so now your body, you're going to spend the rest of your life with your body fighting the things it knew up till 29 till you got all them injections and the things that they injected you with that got to react. And then your body is done, And once that happens, you're a bubble child. You're a bubble person. You got to live in a bubble the rest of your life. And you got to be injected by that corporation the rest of your life or you'll die. Specific versus broad spectrum. I work. It's just crazy that y'all are really playing with these people. I don't understand y'all. I don't understand y'all. The human body is the most amazing machine on the planet. It knows what it's doing. Trust it. You got to feed it. You got to eat well. You got to live a life that's a little low on stress. Sometimes you got to divorce some people, like I said. And you got to eat good food. It's like, I'm going to say something y'all not going to like. I was thinking about like marriage proposals, because I have a friend that's been married for a long time. Oh, no, no, a friend has been in a relationship for a long time. And you get to this point where the other person starts to get a little, yeah, we've been in a relationship for a long time. When we gonna get married? When we gonna get married? When we gonna get married? I'm not jaded, people. I just think about things a lot. Like, what's the impatience about? You're in a relationship with the person, y'all are having fun and going places, and seems like everybody's who they're supposed to be, and but one person gets really impatient. You can hurry up and make this thing final. You know what I see in that? Not all the time, just sometimes, because I know some of y'all, y'all still believe in this stuff, which is fine. Um, I kind of think some of the people who are impatient in that way, they're trying to tell you something. They're trying to tell you that, you know what? I'm tired of being fake. I'm tired of faking that I like going to the grocery store. Tired of faking like I like shopping with you. I'm tired of faking like I like taking you to dinner 2 times a week. I'm tired of faking that I just love having the tenderonis with you. I want to go back to being myself. I'm tired of being fake. I'm tired of the representative that I've sent here to get married to you. Let's go ahead and get married so I can go back to being myself. Stop being this fake person. All right? Patience. I'm going to tell you, patience. Go with the patience every time. Every time. Do not let nobody rush you into anything. Go with the patience. If they really love you, would they be pressuring you to marry them? Okay? Think about it. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I'm thinking. Got my thinking cap on. Some people pressure you because they're tired of being fake. They're tired of acting for you. They're tired of acting like the person like they think that you want to be with the rest of your life. And the minute you marry them, they can go back to being themselves. I'm telling you. Well, who's that comedian who said that? When you go on a date, most people send their representative. They leave a psychopath at home, Well, he didn't say that. He said something close to that, or she did. I forgot who it was. I don't want to gender appropriate. Um, they send that representative, put on nice shoes. They go find them some good colonizer, Rockefeller and perfume or cologne. Nah, they put the nice dress on. They could go get his clean plants and the drawers ain't got no holes in it. Okay, I'm not that guy. I do not do that, First of all, I hadn't been out that dating game a long time. I got a lot of things to do in life, and I'm not against those things. They're just not on the top of my priority list. And but when and if I do, I'm gonna be myself. I take a shot. Don't get me wrong. You can't show up with your funk. But I'm gonna wear the clothes I wear every day. Wear the shoes I wear every day. I'm gonna be the person I am every day. You got to be yourself. Because why would you want to fool people like that unless you're selling a product? Selling a product? Are you a hooker? Are you a gigolo? Are you selling something? You selling something that Nancy Reagan said not to? Wisest thing came out the White House. Say no to drugs. And it's not an anti-pharma thing because, there are some drugs that'll save your life. Don't be stupid. But the vast majority of that industry is about selling people stuff they don't need, making consumers. And we all knew that before 2019. What's this? Ruby Pearl? What you talking about? Got the bad word, got the M word. Sit down. Y'all married? I didn't know you was married, Ruby. How am I supposed to know that? I didn't know that. But hey, ain't nothing but a chicken wing. If that person brings stress to you, all right. Listen, I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying because if it was a husband and wife, he'd be like, oh, is he telling it? No, I'm saying y'all need counseling. Then that's probably what. Don't stress people into catching flus and viruses and stuff. If you're catching flus and viruses, there's something toxic in your life. It's either the food that you're eating or the person that when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, roll over, and whoever on that other pillow. You're killing me, man. You's killing me. Cut that damn grass today. You fix the plumbing. All right, let me stop. No, I'm not. No, I'm not telling nobody get no damn divorce. I'm not saying to get married nor divorce. I do not pass on relationship devices and relationship devices and advices. Neither one. I'm just saying for a lot of people, it's a vice. And they got you in it, got your nutsack. They got you by the ovaries and they ain't gonna let go. All right, let me stop. I'm getting giggly. I got a couple more cuttings to do, a couple more comments, and I am going to go. What is that? People who love you can coexist with you amidst any humanity, reasonable time in any authentic storm. Amen. And my letter, amen. Amen. I tell people around me like that all the time. I let them like, nah, because people sometimes, if my friends that kirk out on me, like, yeah, you're supposed to kirk out. That's a true feeling, true emotion. You know, it doesn't mean you'll stay in my life. I might make some decisions about whether or not to be around you at certain times or not, but be yourself. Always be. Don't let anything, again, I'm not an influencer. You know, my letter, I try to tell people that I'm not no damn man. Anyone being influenced me by is stupid. All right. I come here to be influenced by you. That's the only reason I post the crazy stuff that I do, because it might be wrong. And if it ain't right, if it's wrong, then I need somebody to influence me. That brother, that ain't spot on. You need to think about this. You know, and that's all my posts. My 800 posts this morning, my letter, they're all, I believe this. Somebody needs to change this unless I'm wrong. Some people will tweak it. Some people will go along with it. And some people say, no, that's completely wrong because you need to read this. You know, and that's the purpose of Facebook. But you got to be yourself. You got to be your authentic self, and you got to say things you authentically believe. And if people love you, they'll correct you. That's why I make friends with people that believe in flat Earth. Because I personally don't think the Earth is flat. So I need to know these people. I need to know what they know. I got in trouble yesterday. Who was one of the sisters got me? Inbox. I'm not gonna put the person on blast. Yeah, I do read my inbox, but it's hard. It's hard. Good brother of mine explained it to me yesterday. He said, yeah, well, you know, I know how you are. You know, you probably get a lot of inboxes and you're doing triage. You know, you can't read everything from everybody, but you know, you kind of go through and prioritize. Based the corporate America thing, right? Skimming. Real talk, skimming. Oh, they go hi bo ho. Hey ho. This ho, right? No. Hi bo ho is a corporate America guy. I think he is. I don't know who that is. Actually, I have no idea who this is. It's either Bo or Harsh. I'm not sure who it is. They keep changing that damn thing. Did y'all see that picture of White Harsh? White Harsh is hilarious. I love White Harsh. I need to, send that picture to me, hi bo ho. But if it's the Bo one, he worked in corporate America. It's like email. We don't read email in corporate America. We skim it, right? You look at who it's from. All right, click on it. All right, you can see it. You don't read the words. You kind of skim for important keywords. There ain't no important keyword projects you're working on. Things that's important. Things that's gonna get you in trouble, get you fired. And then it goes into a category. I need to read this, or I need to push it aside and I'll unmark it unread and I'll read it later. But it's not important right now. It doesn't have any of the keywords of what's important right now. But anyway, the sister got on me. He said, I hope y'all die. I was, whoa, hey, whoa. I don't wish that you would die. Why are you wishing I would die? We, and who is we? What are we talking about? Because I'm having fun on TikTok now. And I thought about it, oh yeah, well, I guess probably 90 some of the percent of things I post now are don't be stupid, don't go be a junkie. And so, okay, that's probably what she's talking about. And I didn't know where to start with it. I don't remember what I commented back to her, but I was just something to the effect of, sis, maybe, is it possible that billions of people are crazy, or is it possible that billions of people aren't getting the right information? Is it possible that you're encouraging people to expose themselves to experimentation that would end up in them dying? Am I really the bad guy? Because I don't tell nobody what to do. I just tell people, hey, you should read this. You probably should look over here. You probably should think about this, but I don't tell you what to do. I don't care what you do. But if you got selective immunity, I'm probably not going to be like kissing on you or nothing. No, I'm not interested in that. There's something about Modarians and Pfizerians. I don't want my DNA to shift that direction. But just think about it. And hit me with, well, if I do it, God will protect me. And I'm not trying to do that lady's voice because I don't know her voice. I love it. Sister, if you watch, I love you to death. I disagree with you, but it doesn't mean I don't love you. Say, oh, well, God will protect me if I get to experiment. Or she didn't call it that. And I said, well, yeah, that's probably true. That's, I kind of believe that. I think that God, said you could dance with some snakes and stuff. You could sleep with black widows and bit by the poison and you live. I agree with that. And if you don't get it, God could protect you, right? the experiment by not getting it. But I said in general, just to kind of think about this. If we talking about the same God and same book, same scriptures and stuff, that God told you to not engage in pharmacia at all. Don't engage in it. And we're not talking about the experiment. We're talking about all the experiments. We're not talking about one. We're talking about all of them, from headache medicine to cough drop syrup to all the unnatural things that God didn't make, but humanity made. The ignorant ones, the hairless monkeys. God said don't engage in that. So you can engage in it, and God probably still look out for you. Maybe God won't. I don't know. But, if we're going to go from that ancient scripture perspective, then that God told you to don't bother with this nonsense. And she didn't reply back. So maybe she read her Bible. I don't know. What's this? Fix-a-Flat. Hi, Boho. What are you talking about? I got Fix-a-Flat right there. I'm in the damn desert. And speaking of that, goodness gracious. I found out how that flying cactus is getting out here in my land. Our land, not my land, our land. Ain't mine. Ain't mine. You don't own no land. That's stupid. That's ignorant. Only stupid people say that. I got to stop saying that. How'd they get here? I removed most of them. They actually attached to my truck tires. I found one on my truck tire. I got to take a picture of that and show people. This is how nasty these things are. It detaches from itself, the cholla cactus. I hate them things. I can't stand them. They got a natural place in the ecosystem. Don't get me wrong. Now don't move my my tongs. Which one of y'all are criminals? Tired of that song. She always touching something. Look, I'm sitting right here. I just had them. I literally just had my. This is why I can't have people around me. This is why. Ain't nobody around for about 4 months. So are y'all watching my video? Where did I just put the tongs at? Can y'all be helpful? Can y'all help me? Help me, help you. Can y'all help me? Where did I put my tongs at? I got to put the cuttings down here so I can get out of here. Is anybody watching? Or y'all just turn it on, y'all go live your life and do other things while you can laugh at me? What are y'all doing? I'm supposed to be watching. Where did I put my tongs at? Oh! There's right in the crotch. Yeah, well, that's how that happens. That's how it happens. That's probably in the place you ain't gonna look, or at least not while you're on the video anyway. All right, let me stop because I think that the conversation has descended into places it should not go with the with the tongs. I am building a couple websites. Oh, really? Geared towards trying to take down big pharma advertising over national airways. Joe, see, boom, doing something. Ain't talking trash and bullshizzle. Doing something. That's something. That's something. When it should be obvious that we absolutely cannot have a single industry dominating global, worldwide news because they are the biggest advertisers in the world. Because if they do, then they can manufacture any fake thing they want. It's like that saying, Joe. I was telling somebody this morning about that saying. How does that saying go? A lie travels the world twice before the truth can put on its flip-flops, right? And why is that? Well, if you own the media because you're the number one advertiser and all the media is not going to post any or do any articles, news that offends your products, then it means you can manufacture any bullshizzle you want to sell products. And that's where we are. Good stuff, Joe. Good stuff. Let me know how I can help you. If you got the websites, go ahead and post them here. That is not spam. Post about spam, that's spam. Who even makes spam? That's weird. Why would you even be proud of that? I would hide my corporate name if I was taking just all the stuff that's left over from the meat packing industry that's left over on the floor and shoveling it up and putting it in a tin can, dumping some preservative in there and selling it to people. Does she dance with snakes too? Does who dance with snakes? No, nobody better be dancing with no snakes. I mean, when I was a kid, I danced with snakes because that's what the Bible said. They weren't poisonous, but they bit the hell out of me. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's stupid nowadays. Did y'all see that snake eat the deer? Man, that's crazy. That is crazy. I posted that joke on my TikTok. Yeah, I'm glad I do not live in a state that got snakes that eat deer. Because, human deer get about the size of human beings. That's why I don't do Florida. I don't do Florida at all. Right? The mountain lions here, they don't want to bother with you. They don't even like the smell. They stay away from you. The alligators in Florida, they will chase you. I was having that discussion with Nicole Spears. Yeah, you still here? It's like, yeah, I'm moving to Florida. I'm like, you may not want to do that. They got some snakes down there that kill you, and then they eat you. The snakes up here run from you. They don't even want to be around you. Mountain lions, they all look, it's a human. They go the other way. They had nothing to do with us. The coyote was singing to me this morning. They were out there. And another one was singing back. I miss that so much. I miss it so much. Living in Rockefeller world, being woke up by ambulances and semi trucks. That's not natural. That's not human. That is not good. I'm so glad they wake me up. But yeah, I ain't doing no Florida because that's where them big pythons are from. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no twice. Did y'all like the song? Hell no. Who made that old Negro spiritual and made it hell no? I love that. That was a great song. But you gotta be on TikTok to hear that. Stands in front of the rolling 18 wheelers. Who would do that? Why would you do that? Don't do that. You're not gonna make it. I had a dog that did that, Lori. I cried for damn near, I think I cried for 2 or 3 weeks. I had one of my favorite Akitas got run over by an 18 wheeler, and just I still see that in my mind. That's why I don't have a pet right now, short of spiders and some snakes. I don't do well with animal death, pet death. I do great with human death. Because usually human death is because you did something you ain't supposed to do. You've been eating Twinkies your whole life, huh? Okay, yeah, well, you're supposed to die. No, ain't no quick fixes for stupidity. You've been abusing your body with sugar? Yep, well, sugar addicts, they can turn into junkies, get booster addicts. Yep, they can sure do that. Yeah, I don't do well with them. I still see that played over in my head. I think I was probably about 9 or 10. And just watching, oh my God, yeah, that's a horrible thing. Don't do that. Do not tempt God. Yeah, do not. How that scripture song, you know that scripture. Do not tempt thy Lord, thy Savior, God, Lord Jesus Christ, and Muhammad, Buddha, Shiva, or none of the rest of them, because they're gonna send down some lightning bolts. Yep. I didn't read that one. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but she would have been blocked by now. And you know this. Yep. Well, so I know who that is now. That's not the harsh. That's not white harsh. That's not Carca harsh. Can he be Carca harsh, or is that racist? All right, I'll let you going. Boom. I'm just reading comments today, and I'm gonna get out of here. Cause she can't be tempted. Who can't be tempted? Who is she? What y'all talking about? Is that his Native American? Is that whose Native American name? Who got some Native American names? And are you allowed to talk about that? Do you have Native American history in your body? I mean, DNA. Are you allowed to speak this way, sir? Huh? All right, sir. Only black snakes so far. That's racist, Nicole. Stop it. Snakes ain't stupid enough to think that they are their skin color or their scale color. That's stupid. Ain't no snakes running around here like, oh, I'm a striper. Oh, I'm a browner. Oh, I'm a blacker. Nah, snakes ain't that. Only humans is that stupid. Now, snakes don't have snake identities. They don't have those. They just do the things. But only black snakes. Well, don't worry. Don't trust the black snake fake news, Nicole Sears. All right. You ain't that big. I didn't see your pictures. Okay. Python eat all of you, and your shoes too. You too little. You should not be in Florida. Nope. Sorry. That's why I ain't doing Florida. I ain't never come to visit you. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Hell no. Hell to the no. I love that song. I would love to make that my entry. Hell to the no, no, no. Hell to the no. No, not no. If snake doesn't get you, alligators do. If not, that chupacabra. They don't have chupacabra down there. What they got? Skunk ape. That's what they got. Hell no, I ain't going down there to damn skunk ape. Because it's nasty. That's nasty. Like, it's bad enough an ape will take off your arms and beat you to death with it. But what if he stink too? Got a skunk, an ape that smelled like a skunk that beat the hell out of Nicole Sears to death with her foot. And he smelled like a skunk too. Nah, when I smell skunks on the road, Nicole, I go faster. I hold my nose, put the windows up. I don't want to smell it. And I don't want to die to the smell of a skunk. That's just horrible. That's a horrible way to go. Florida's the wrong state. No, I'm lying. It's a great state of Florida. They got that bald man as the security general. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Great things will happen in Florida soon. He said he is done with the fear. I ain't doing the fear no more. I mean, let's see if he follows through, Nicole, because I'm not a respecter in politicians, as that scripture goes. Don't be a respecter in politicians. because they make you stupid. It's like, oh, you just really sound like one of those Trump voters. I said, no, actually, I don't believe in the Trump voters. I'm kind of on their side because they're anti-United States Incorporated right now. But when that man wins again, they're going to put him back in. Then I'm not going to be on their side. I'm going to be making jokes about him, just the same way I am about Jiving Bowden. Why? Because they're going to have the Trump vaccine. He's going to call it Trump scene. It ain't going to be no different, because people are not paying attention. So this is why I'm dubious. Nicole Sears, I am dubious about the bald Surgeon General that y'all have down there. He's saying the right things and he's bald. That's a good thing. But I'm dubious because money decides. These politicians don't decide a damn thing. Money decides. And he get into office and it's just, everybody got a figure. Everybody got a dollar figure. And they might get his figure. Or, these corporations are globally powerful. All right. They can kill him and everybody that he knows. And would they do it for a multi-trillion-dollar product? Would they do that to force him to stop him from helping create what is that called? The people that don't engage in the experiment, control group that actually believes in nature and that nature actually still works and it's safe and effective if you do it right. If he helps create that, they're going to lose trillions of dollars. So hell yeah, I'd expect that they'd line up all kind of money to bribe him. If not, hey, listen, we're just going to kill everybody, right? Would we do that to rule the world? Hell yeah, we would. Every industry would. We're not, industries aren't people. They don't have feelings and emotions. They just got power and profit that they got to make. They're not killing anybody that gets in the way. Our reptiles are respectful. Oh, yeah, they are. Yes, I agree with that, Ruby. The reptiles are respectful. Texas, the place to live. We have somebody for everybody. Yeah, they do. I love Texas, Bert. Like I said before, you got all kind of people down here. And they all do. For the most part, they mind their own damn business. That I can get down with people like that. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree where you put your penis or your vaginas or your titty balls and anything like that. That's not my business. I don't have to agree with what you think is medicine that's really just a drug. I don't have to agree with anything. I don't have to agree with your face diaper. But it seems that most people down here just accepting of other people. It's weird. Because if you leave Texas, everybody thinks Texas is a bunch of hippies riding around drinking beer on tractor trailers and doing tractor pulls and shooting guns and are intolerant of everybody. Complete opposite. Really tolerant people. You got everything down here that you could imagine. So you got thugs and you got rednecks going to the same movie theater. And everybody, hey, that's your space, homie. You stay over there. And brother, you stay over there, and everybody's good. So I agree. Texas, from my experience, Bert, based on where I've been, the people are very tolerant. G. Lori and I were replying to that lady who messaged you. Oh, okay. Well, wow, that's weird, son. Why would you do that? I don't think she here. She doesn't watch my live streams. No, she wants me to die. Which is why I replied to her. Somewhere in the message, it was something about, we ain't dying, right? We're thriving. You if you read the censored information, you'll realize we're actually thriving. It's a pandemic. No, it's not. It actually is. We're sitting back watching y'all like, oh my God, are you still here? Wow, y'all ain't died yet? Oh my God. You're making variants. Y'all should stop doing that. And I ended out, with God bless you, and I wish her health and safety and peace and freedom and all that stuff, because I do wish that for people. I don't understand, like, why would you approach me in a demonic way and tell me that you want me to die and you want everybody like me to die that actually believe in all the science, not just the uncensored portions of it, but all the science, and you want us to die. Like, I don't know. I don't think you've been reading that Bible, because I didn't even mention nothing about no God or nothing song to her. She hit me with that. So I was like, all right, well, I'm smelling some hypocrisy here. That's what it smelled like. So, of course, I end the conversation on God bless you. And I hope that you and yours and, love and freedom and safety and that you live a long, long time. But I'll be watching. I will not be engaging in the experiment with you. I've never been a junkie in my life for anything but. What have I been a junkie for? I mean, I tried to be a junkie to alcohol in college. I gave that a shot. That didn't work out well. I felt myself getting stupid. That's why I don't like alcohol. I only started having a sip every now and then since the whole world decides a good idea to make Big Pharma rule the world. I don't think that's a good idea. So I every now and then have a glass of wine. I tried to be a junkie to that, and I just felt stupid the more I drank. I used to drink that Colt 45 because it gets you every time. And I didn't drink the old, what is it, the 20 ounce? No. Down there in Eastern Shore of Maryland, they had the jug. Damn thing was 64 ounces. You get that thing. Y'all ever see this like a milk jug got the handle on the top? You put your finger through that joker, walk out the alcohol store. It didn't work out well. I don't do drugs because one, they're not, but none of them are supposed to be in your body. The only time I ever do a drug is to save my life, or I'm in immense pain that just can't go away. And I'll try something natural first, a natural drug before I try a synthetic, unnatural drug. And that's time and place for everything. I'm not against big pharma. I just actually listen to people who create the pharma. And that's one of the benefits I have of worked in corporate America in the pharmaceutical industry is I can pick up my phone anytime I want and call people that makes these things. I don't have to watch the news. Why would I watch the news and listen to pharmacological journalists? I'm not interested in what they got to say. I pick up the phone, I call a friend of mine. Say, hey, listen, they're doing this. What do you think about this? I mean, I'm not tempted, not hesitant, but what do you think about this? Because you worked on it, you created these things. And every time I pick up that phone and I call that person says, don't touch it. Don't touch it. These people are nuts. Don't touch it. We do jobs as chemists for this industry. We don't actually believe in it. They believe in it, and we do the job. And that gets back to a saying we used to say. Like the problem is not big pharma. I mean, they are definitely a centerpiece in the problems, but they're not the actual problem. They didn't do this. We did this. They didn't do this. We did this. Not enough people go to their doctor when they get their diagnosis for whatever's going on. And the doctor says, okay, now I'm going to give you some synthetic drugs. We know the problem. I said, no, doc, I don't want that. I don't want to feel good right away. My body, when pain happens and inflammation happens, that's my check engine light, right? That check engine light came on in the car. The oil is low. The pressure ain't high. The voltage on the battery ain't right. I got stuff to do, So I got to change how I got to eat. I'm gonna go find me an herbalist, and I'm gonna take some herbs and help me through having to stare at this check engine light. But the check engine light is on for a reason because something ain't right. And I'm gonna put natural things in my body till the check engine light goes off, right? Going to an industry, because the problem in the doctor's required to say that. Going to an industry and their business model is to just, clip the check engine light, because that's what they do when they treat the side effects. You're driving in your car, and somebody I got this analogy from. Say going to big pharma when your car's having trouble, your body, check engine light comes on. It's like pulling over to the mechanic, and the mechanic's like, oh, okay, you need a new alternator or your battery's not going to charge. And instead you're like, no, I don't replace the alternator. No, I don't do that. Just open the hood, reach in there and cut off the light. I don't want to see the light. Just take out the symptom. I don't like that symptom. I don't like driving in this red check engine lights flashing in my eyes. I don't like that. Just go back there and cut that wire. I don't want to see that light no more. And then get back to driving. And that's what 80-some% of the time big pharma is all about. Hiding the symptoms so they can sell you some drugs. So that's why I worked in the industry. I don't believe in the industry. And that's part of why I stopped working for the industry. And I shifted over to a couple other industries, and they weren't much better. We do have a problem with power and corporations, big time. All right. I lived in Selbyville, Delaware. Damn it, Holly. Did anybody else live with you? You by yourself? I ain't never heard. And I've been through Delaware a lot. I used to work in Delaware. If you're talking about Delaware, but they got towns with like 5 people there. Were you there by yourself, Holly Dyke? Did you just name it Selbyville? Delaware is another weird state. But it's interesting though. They got a great tax setup. Bo does all the explaining. Yeah, he does. He's my local troll. He's my local troll. All right. Oh, look at Sheldon Phillips. How you doing? How did we actually do this? Wait a minute. Us specifically. Oh, good question. Thank you for having a question. I really appreciate that, brother. Good question. Good question. How did, oh, good Lord. Are you sitting down? That's a long answer. And without going back to the long answer, I'm gonna try to give you the significant part, right? Because the long answer starts with the Mellons and the Rockefellers and a book called Rockefeller's Medicine Men. If you ever get bored, you want to know what's wrong with them, go back and check that out. But coming forward, we specifically went to the doctor and said, Doctor, I know that I'm sick and I got tennis tomorrow. I don't have time to naturally heal my body and wait till the check engine light goes off. And the check engine light in this example are side effects. I don't have time to heal my body the correct way, the way we've been doing it since evolution, since the beginning of time for millions of years. I want a quick fix. Give me a drug because I got to go to work tomorrow. Give me a drug because I ain't cut that grass and I didn't fix the plumbing at the house and my wife is yelling at me and I want to get some. And I ain't getting none until I feel good enough to do this stuff. So give me a drug. I need to say yes to drugs against what Nancy Reagan said. Give me a quick fix. And when you have a whole world that's being driven by Eddie Bernays and another good book called Propaganda, what his uncle was Sigmund Freud, when you use the media for propaganda to teach people things like bacon is breakfast food, eggs are breakfast food, because you're a corporation and you want to sell eggs and bacon by making it a default American food, you'll realize that, wow, we actually can control people. We can give them culture. We can give them a cult of eating eggs and bacon for breakfast. And in a few generations, they'll forget why they ate eggs and bacon for breakfast. The only reason we eat eggs and bacon for breakfast is because of the book Propaganda, which explains that. The industry literally bought the propaganda for TV and got them all to do it. The same way they got people, doctors to smoke. Right? Remember, smoking used to be healthy, safe, and effective. DDT used to be healthy, safe, and effective. Asbestos was healthy, safe, and effective until it wasn't. Propaganda, I don't believe it. So how do we do it? We empowered these industries. We gave them the ability to basically buy all the politicians in the government and create this falsehoods anytime they want. So arrogant that a government would write something called the Propaganda Act, which is a literal law that allows them to take your tax dollars and lie to you. Interesting that it would be a few years later, this happens. So it's not a crime now for the United States Incorporated to lie to their people. I mean, they've been lying to their people since the beginning, since 1871, since the government actually was dissolved and a corporation was formed. So all that being said, I don't like to blame the system. Who's that, Sheldon? I don't like to blame the system. I like to look at what I did. I don't like to blame other people. Who is here? Carzigna, Amy, Bo, and Rudy. I don't like to, or Lori, all the people in the comments right there. I don't like to blame them for what's happening. When something bad happens, I look around and I try to figure out, how am I a part of this? What did I do? What is my role in this? And my role in that, I mean, I didn't do a lot of drugs in the past, from CVS and Walgreens and those places, Big Pharma, but I had a medicine cabinet. I had Tylenol in there. I had Advil in there. I had those things in there. Instead of dealing with the problem, I was a cut the check engine lighter. Just take out the symptom, and I really don't care what happens to my body in the long run. I was ignorant. And so I definitely helped Big Pharma become so big that its business model requires it to buy governments, to lie to us, to sell their products, to make us consumers of their products, to outsource immunity to them, because human immunity, herd immunity, natural immunity, is the most evil thing to Big Pharma. It's the thing that defies multi-billion-dollar corporations becoming multi-hundred-trillion-dollar corporations. So they have to destroy natural immunity. And that actually is what's happening right now. So I was a part of it. I worked for the industry. They paid me really good, Sheldon. Oh my God, did they pay me good. To work from home too. Send me all around the world. And so I don't look at systems and say, yeah, the problem, stop it. Because the systems don't care. They're designed to do these things. They're engineered that way. Government's engineered for power. Corporations are engineered for greed and to make money. Blaming them for being them is as stupid as blaming a tiger for eating you at the zoo after you climbed into the cage. Another Cat Williams skit. So I'm only interested in my role in the problems. And once I determine what my role in the problem is, then I stop. Another good example is the banking system, right? The bankers run the world. They dictate to industries what they have to do. They dictate to governments what they got to do. They dictate the wars that have to occur. And then the politicians just lie to the people. They're the actors that lie to us for, the people who hold up their economy. And I've had US dollars my entire life. I've been invested in US dollars my entire life. I've had a bank account, which is an investment in a non-cryptocurrency my entire life. And so now I'm choosing to invest more in blockchain cryptocurrencies. I'm done investing in them, and I'll now invest in the other side, because that's actually what it is. Particularly, I mean, I like blockchain. I like cryptocurrency, not just crypto and digital currencies, specifically blockchain. I like them. And they're not the answer to anything. They're a step in the right direction. They shouldn't exist, but it takes the power out of the hands of the few who need to have that power taken out of their hands. That's that Rothschild family. Remember, Rothschilds created a banking system that enslaved the world, that requires slavery, called jobs and careers, and forced labor system called economies. And the Rockefellers designed it for cronyism, right? John D. He's the one who showed the world, how do you rule within the Rothschilds model is you crony everything. From the way he grew Standard Oil, right? You buy the barrels, you buy the inputs, you make sure that you don't have any competitors. You create this crony environment, and while people have a sense of freedom and a sense of free markets, you make sure that it's crony and you dominate. And that created all these other, they say it's about 200 families that run everything. So anyway, yes, that's how we're a part of it. Consent. We consent to the system. And so the system is what it is. It's not broken. It ain't fixed. And is that a thing now? Are they telling y'all that they're going to build it back better than before? BBB? No, they're not. No, they're not. Nobody in the system that did what they did intentionally is going to undo the system, because the system is actually broke. None of these systems are broken. They all work precisely how they were lobbied to create them. And that's why they wrote the legislation. The people with the most jewels decide in the model that we have right now. And they're going to continue to decide. They're not going to undecide. They're not going to do that for Donald Trump. They're not going to do it for Jive and Bo, and they did it for Obama. They're not going to do it for Bush. They're going to pay and buy the world that they need to have captive customers. The only one who can build this back better is us. And the only way we do that is having common respect for each other, for every sovereign creature on this planet. And that's everybody that we hate, everybody that we don't like, everybody that smells weird, everybody that worships weird gods, everybody that puts their penis in places we don't think they should put their penis, that puts things in their mouths, little kittens, and we don't think they should do it. When we stand up for each other's rights and stop looking at people for their fur, their skin color, and the country they were born in, stuff like that, then we can actually build things back better. Until then, it's all the same bullshit. So anyway, so that BBB is fake news. And they say all the world's governments are saying it now, right? So if that's the case, then that's a global program to lie to you. It's not just a Jive and Bowden thing. A good book for the 80s. You can fool all the people all the time. Facts, real facts, real facts. You can fool all the people all the time. I think we're all fooled, Amy. I think when Bob Marley said that, yeah, you could only fool some of the people some of the time. They didn't own all the media. You still had free radio back then, right? You still had tens of thousands of independent voices in on radio stations, right? Who would say what they believed. You don't have that no more, right? You've got, what do they say, 7 corporations that own 80% of the media, and they all work together. So now they can fool all the people all the time, because we don't know what the real world is. There's just too much centralized power in the media. Yes, fake fixes poisoning the world. Yep, and all these are fake fixes, Karzigna. That's why I left the world for the most part. Still not blocked. Nope, and you ain't gonna be. That's your problem, Bo. You too damn smart. If you wasn't so damn smart, I'd block the hell out of you. The problem is you teach me things about myself. So as long as people teaching me things about myself, no, you can put me on all the little funny people you need to. The spiritual trap of cannibalism. We consume ourselves. We do, Ruby, and we consume each other. We consume ourselves and each other. We eat children while pretend we care about children. Tell a lie long enough. Yep, tell a lie long enough, people believe it. It's the truth, and that's what they do, and that's why they repeat these little catchphrases in the media. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor about blah 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 blah. The Miramax today. No, don't ask your doctor about that. Your doctor's employed by the industry. Ask somebody who left the industry. Ask somebody who used to be a doctor about that drug if you should take it. Once you contract with a doctor, he can only tell you what Rockefeller Medicine and the standard care and practice model thing tells him to tell you, or they can take his license. So don't ask, don't, if you want to know if you should get on a train, y'all got the hydraulics when this thing worked out. No, a train's not a good example. Plane's the best example. Getting on the plane, and you at US Airlines or something like that, you standing in line and you got this line, ask a pilot today. Ask a US Airways engineer today if flying on US Airways is safe and effective. No, I'm not going to do that. You work for the industry. Hell no, I ain't going to do that. No, are you just stupid? Or are you crazy? Ask a crack dealer today if crack is safe and effective for you. What do you think the crack dealer going to say? What do you think the person who pays for their mortgage and their car on crack in the crack industry, what do you think they're going to say? You think they're going to warn you? Oh, no, you may not want to do crack. No, you don't do that. No. What do you think the meth dealer is going to say? Oh, no, don't do that meth. No, don't do that. I don't need to retire. No, don't do that. I don't need to pay my car payment. I don't need my work. I want to be laid off. Don't do that meth. No, yeah, you should do it. You should do it. It's safe and effective. No, you go find somebody whose face look all jacked up and teeth falling out. Got that meth skin. Dave Chappelle said, he said, got that skin, that's that color. They they doing that. Was that meth or is that the other dope? I don't know which one. Which drug turns your skin colors, changes your forehead, and your forehead starts melting down here, and your face changes. You look like you're a different person. Go ask one of them if dope is safe and effective. Go ask one of them if crack is safe, if meth is safe and effective. That's stupid. Ask your doctor. No. Ask somebody that disagrees with the industry. Ask somebody who's a whistleblower. Ask somebody who left, and they'll tell you the truth. The people making the money in the industry ain't gonna tell you the truth. You know, ask a McDonald's worker today if McDonald's food is safe and effective. What do you think they're gonna say? No, don't eat this. They're gonna kill you. No, they ain't gonna say that. 1% say that. The vast majority of the industry, because the problem is the industry. The problem is they've attached all of our scientists and doctors and nurses and medical professionals and everybody to requiring to lie for their industry so they can retire. You know, the problem is money. That's no crack. That's no crack cocaine. Somebody strung out on crack. I could crackhead today if crack is right for you. You know, Smokey out there doodling on his neighbor's bushes. I go ask him. You know, y'all see the movie Friday? He was smoking that. Well, no, he ain't smoke crack. He was smoking cannabis. Anything that make you doodle in your friend's bushes, I personally don't need to smoke. I've never smoked cannabis in my life. And I know that's a movie, but you know, see, look at that. Look, so y'all can see that. What is that? A gnat? I don't know who this is. Look, ask me, am I vaccinated? I vaccinate all the time. I don't even know if y'all can see it. I don't want to pour it out. He down there in the bottom. Y'all see him? Oh, pouring it out. Man, listen, that's protein. Look, I'm a vaccinate right now. Natural vaccination. Safe and effective. We've been taking natural things in since the beginning. All right, I'm gonna do comments from people I have not done comments from, and then I'm gonna go because I've done like 5 cuttings and I got hundreds to do. Citrus and East Fig. No, they were lying before 1871. Yep, they sure were. They just changed the way they lied in 1871. Amen. All they do is made it legal. That's why. See. This is why I keep this moron around. This is why I keep him around, because he ain't a moron. He says things to trigger you, and if he can trigger you, then he gets his way. I'm not gonna give him his way, but he says things that are very intelligent, which is none of this is new. Tell me something that's new. All they did in 1871 was write a law where people could actually read that they don't have a government, that it's a corporation pretending to be governing. All right. That's all they did. And people can read it if they want to. They just made it more transparent because they knew people were too stupid and they would keep voting. They would keep cheering for a for-profit greedy corporation to rule them because they hate their neighbor and they want to take their neighbor's rights, you know, and that's how we got here. So back to Sheldon's question, how did we get here? We got here because we're stupid. That's Us being ignorant, not stupid. I don't know. We're on the borderline ignorant and stupid. You can solve ignorance. Stupid, there's no cure for stupidity. Information is a cure for ignorance. Our ignorance, our willful ignorance, and that's why I'm not even involved in the political process at all. Sheldon, I'm not interested. That's the rob Peter to pay Paul system, right? All you're doing is robbing your neighbor so you get more benefit. And in 8 years they flip it, or 4 years they flip it back. Then your neighbor is in power with his political party, and they rob you so they can benefit. But the long-term scheme is these powerful families, these big industries, all the cronies, they win every single election, and they gain more power every single election as people are using their identity hate for each other to make the few who shouldn't even exist more powerful on this planet. That's how we're a part of it. Carol Baskins, that's right. That's right. And that's a bad idea. Do not feed people to tigers. It's not a great idea, especially not your husband. Y'all know she did it, right? Just saying. Hell yeah, she did it. Humans are stupid. Yes, they are. Friend of mine, I'm in Texas now. They say I'm not too far from where Tiger King is his place is. Friend asked me, hey, we should go check out Tiger King. No, we should not. Because Tiger King is actually in jail. I don't go to jail. Sorry. And going to Tiger King's site, Carol Baskin actually owns that site. All right. Talk about humans are stupid in that. I'm going to end on your comment because humans are stupid. Why would I, as a man, go to a place where there's a woman known feeding men to tigers? Explain that to me, somebody. Why would I do this? Carol Baskin owns Tiger King's Tiger is his kingdom. I ain't going no place and killed no man and grinded him up and fed him some damn tigers. That's no hell no. She might kirk out and think I look like him or something. No, that's okay. Again, ain't no fear like a woman scorned. Women scorned, they just need to be scorned and with scorn. You stay away from scorned women. They'll chop you up and feed you tigers, and stay away from scorned men because scorned men ain't much damn better. Okay? The Bible says, we're back to scripture. The Bible says that. Ain't no fury like the fear of fire and fury of woman scorned. I stay away from scorned women, and I stay away from men that's scorning their women. I got a lot of fear in me, and it ain't in nature. All right? The only thing I fear is a woman scorned. That's all I fear. The only thing that's ever scared me in my life, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I done played with snakes. Shoot. Ran with big dogs. I had a Nikita. The thing was so nasty. And when I was a kid, I was 8 years old. Younger than that, actually. I would feed him, and I'm like putting food in his bowl. His name was Tosa. My brother named him that. It's Japanese for fight. And he wanted to fight with me when I'm feeding him. I'm about, 78 pounds wet, and I'm feeding this 150-pound beast. I'm pouring the Ubu Kanuba in the bowl, and that thing is growling at me while I'm trying to give him, me, because I've been eating the subsidized food as a child in them school lunches. I'm still out there feeding him. So I figured out a methodology. So I'm going to teach him to not growl at me. So I get this cardboard box and I get inside of it and I walk over to his bowl while he's eating and he started growling. And I open the bottom of the box and I grab his food bowl and I pull it in. Then I put the box back down. Thinking this 150-pound monster with teeth so sharp they're a wolf that can be a police dog because it's known for breaking the bone of criminals when they grab them. And here I am in this box, made of cardboard. The education system, people. That's it. And subsidized food, subsidies. Subsidized poisoning the brains of small children. I ain't scared of no damn Rottweilers, Nikitas, and Doberman pinchers, and black widow spiders, and poisonous snakes and rattlesnakes, and I'm not scared of none of that. I'm scared of that damn woman. She get pissed off, she'll kill you. And she'll make it hurt too. They've been doing this a long time. I tell you, listen, I'm going to end on women is crazy because it's true. It is. It is. Don't be out there pissing women off. You're going to pay the price. Because women, they'll wait you out. They'll wait you out. I said this before. Y'all need to trust the real news. Stop believing the fake news. Stop hurting these women. All right. They're not supposed to be in this society. Matriarchs supposed to be in a society that's sensitive for the matriarchy. All right, this is all patriarch society. And they still don't get paid what we get paid. They got a lot of reasons to be pissed. They still can't show their titties in public. Titties! I can show my titties all I want. Okay. They're supposed to be a little on edge. And it don't take a whole lot to push them off the cliff. So I'm not scared of anything, but women that get pissed off at you, they just see red. They kill you. They put poison, rat poison in your porridge for years. It's women that put rat porridge in their husband's oatmeal for years. Women can't figure out they're grinding that glass up, putting it in, putting it in his cereal. You know, hey baby, he's cereal. Like, damn, I've been putting glass in his cereal for about 8 years now. He ain't dead yet. You got all this glass in your cereal, your gut. You walk to work, you hear all that glass shaking around in your stomach. Like, damn, he still ain't dead. I don't know. And then women, they talk to their girlfriends, and that's another reason you be scared of women, because they talk to their girlfriends, and their girlfriends won't tell on them. They don't tell. Women got women's secrets. They keep that stuff between themselves. Men just dumb as the day is long. You tell your man friend, he gonna tell everybody else. I'm just listen to me. They say women gossip. I mean, it's true. Yeah, women gossip. But they gossip about unimportant stuff. It's just not important, the things that they tell on each other on. The stuff that's important that somebody else need to know, they poured mouse poison in your coffee. You ain't gonna tell. She ain't gonna tell on her friend. They're like, no, I understand her. Men, they can't wait to tell somebody, oh, you know what he's doing? You know who he's sleeping? You know what he done did? You know, so anyway. It's one thing. It's not that men can't be evil too. Oh hell yeah, they can, but they stupid. It's good to have stupid and evil than like methodical and evil with friends who will back you up. Nah, girlfriends, here's the problem. You're not putting enough rat poison in. You need to add up. You need to step up your recipe. All right, that's bad. I'm in trouble. So I'm gonna go. I want to try. I don't want to end on that though. That was a little rough. But they got a TV show. If y'all don't believe it, check out what's the name of that show. I mention the show all the time. And that's why the other reason why I'm scared of women. I said I was going to end on it. I know. I don't know when to stop. Sometimes. Long time ago, I went on a date, and after the date, it went well. Like, oh, I don't want the date to end. The place is closing up. You know, you ain't getting none, but let's hang out and watch TV or something I want you to watch. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. You know, we can do that. You know, of course, I'm a man. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. You want to watch TV, huh? Okay. I got it back. What we gonna watch? Oh, I don't know. Let's watch something called, what's the name of that show? Dang it, I keep forgetting that name of the show where the women are murdering their husbands. That's a demic. That's a bent, twisted, jacked up, curb. I mention this show all the time. It messed me up so much. I don't even remember that night. It's like you're gonna take somebody on a first date and you want them to watch a show of women who murdered the men that they say that they love. And it's the first date. I don't know. Some women unsensitive. They'll let you know right up front. Yeah, we get together, we start dating. I give you some. You ever piss me off? That's thug life. That's ain't no thug like a woman thug. That's danger. All right, there you go. I'm done with it now. I'm deep in trouble. All right. No, I love women to death. I do. Y'all know I love y'all. I stand up for y'all all the time. That's why I say the things I do. I got your back. I'm trying to tell your husband and your boyfriend why you act crazy. They don't know why. I'm making jokes, but if you really think about it, you put somebody in an environment they're not supposed to be in, they're not going to be who they're supposed to be. Environment, just like your body. Just like this experiment they're doing to people. So again, yeah, she kirk out, she act crazy. Yeah, well, maybe she's acting crazy or just the environment she's in a little sick. What you do? What you say? I mean, you already know that she's in a society that doesn't respect her human rights to begin with. So, like, there's not an equality thing going on here, right? If this were a matriarchal society, I say men is crazy. And I would be crazy. I'd be on edge a little bit. Like, I don't know how women go to sleep at night, like thinking like I live in a society where I'm a second-class citizen. So anyway, All right, there you go. I'm just gonna see if there's any comment that gets me out of trouble, and then I'm gonna go. All right, Gates and Fauci are men. Amen. Yeah, they are men. They're psychopaths, and it's stupid. That's how we know that they're liars, Lori, because they're men. They told other men, and then men told on them, and eventually made it on the high wire. And now you got all the science because they're stupid. The hot mic for the WHO. Yeah, you see the last episode, Lori, and they left the hot mic on, and the WHO was like, "Yeah, we don't do no testing." What's testing? I don't even know. We put the P-Funk in, and it was a good doctor from, where is he from? Nigeria, Africa, something like that. And he asked that question in a way that you can. He asked the question, and I didn't understand the question, but the guy was like, "That's a good question." I understood the answer. The answer was, yeah, well, we don't test one P-Funk with the other P-Funk. We don't do that. What we try to do is we try to tell the makers of these experiments that if you use a P-Funk, try to use a P-Funk that has some safety testing, but all don't. And so what it means is that the P-Funk that they put in there, it rhymes with P-Funk, but it's not actually the word. A lot of them are untested. But the worst part isn't that. The worst part was when he finished the answer. The answer was, the real question was, what happens when we give these to children and there are multiple P-Funks? That we give children 6 of these things and invoking these reactions. Have you tested all of those P-Funks together? These things that are known to be dangerous to the human body. But you're putting 6 of them together and injecting them in a baby. That's the only reason that came out. It's because the person filming was a man. Real talk, facts, hashtag facts. I'm pretty sure he was a man. And he didn't know the hot mic was on. So now we literally listen to the people that are behind what's being injected in everybody's body. And they're saying that they haven't even tested these things, that working in conjunction with each other. That should scare the hell out of everybody. All right, women are terrible creatures. Just saying, no, they're not. And stop. No, that's woman hate. Nope, never gonna do that. Nope. Women are beautiful. They're delicious, wonderful creatures on this planet. Because if it weren't for women, I wouldn't want to be on this planet. And that I talk about them because I love them. It's a joke, and I'm kind of getting their back in a way. But no, I can't get along with that. Nope, no. I will say men are terrible creatures. I agree with that. I'll do that racism. I'll do that identityism because I'm a man. I'll beat myself up all day. I'll beat my groups up. Whatever group you think I identify with, and I will speak in authority over our problems. Right? When I was a Christian, what's wrong with Christians? Christians. That's what's wrong with it. I believe in self-accountability. I don't believe in blaming other people for things that we doing wrong. And men, unfortunately, we done did this wrong. Everywhere you look at the top of pretty much every damn thing, at the top of it is a man somewhere got some testicles. And in the world, if the world is broken and the top of everything is a man, then the men shouldn't be at the top of everything. And that should be common sense. Now, it's not that because you're a woman, you're smarter. Look at Hillary Clinton. So it's because, your perspectives are man. You need some perspectives that are women. You can't create laws globally for a world that has women in it. If you're a patriarch, you got to have some matriarchal influence. It's got to be fair. I don't believe in power at all. I don't believe in anybody being on the top of anything. I'm not a slave and I don't need a master. So I'm not a follower. I don't follow anybody. I don't need a leader. But you got to have multiple perspectives. If we live in a time where we're writing laws that are abusing each other, then it's got to be equal abuse, right? You got to have men at the top. You got to have women at the top. You got to have some kids at the top. They got to be from all different cultures. I don't care about the skin color, but they got to be from all different cultures because poor whites and poor blacks understand each other. They get pushed apart, but they understand each other. So, the significance of that conversation is poor. Poor people got the same things in common. Right? Some days you ain't got no gas money. You got to get to work to get gas money. You got to steal the gas, right? Poor whites and poor blacks steal gas. And it's a good thing. It's not a crime because the gas is stolen, right? And that perspective is never at the top. What's at the top is like, oh no, the gas at the pump, you can buy that. That's not stolen from the Middle East. No, it's stolen from the Middle East. Middle East doesn't have no terrorists. Middle East got people tired of y'all stealing their gas and killing their neighbors. Right. That's what most of the wars are actually about. So at the top of everything, you got to have all different perspectives or you're just going to have total ignorance. So yeah, nah. But I know in that, I understand what you're saying, girl. I understand. You and that, you identify with woman. I get that. And you can speak to your community. So, I'll let you say that. I gotta go. I ain't seen nothing from Cat Stevens. The last comment, then I'm out. They have been putting stuff in food that has messed up people's hormones since the uptake on gender options. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is true, Cat Stevens. But I talked about that yesterday, I think, at length. So I'm not going to talk about that even further. But what that does remind me of the testing for a lot of the synthetic drugs. There was a lecture I heard a while ago, Cat Stevens, and it talked about how little the testing is actually done for women. That when they do the testing, they test on certain communities. And a lot of times women pregnant, because there's a difference, right? There's not just woman and man testing you got to do. You got to do testing for women that are not pregnant. You got to do testing for women perhaps that are ovulating because their body's in a different environment at that time, is doing different things. You need to be testing your drugs for, probably the first trimester and the second trimester and the third trimester and the things that I don't understand. I'm not going to claim that I understand them. I know that your body's doing different things that are very important at those times. And until all that stuff has been tested over and over and over for all the different communities, for all the different genetics, and you're still going to get it wrong. Because the way Big Pharma works is on percentages. If a certain percentage lives, then they're fine with it. Certain percentages doesn't get too sick, they're fine with it. But they're okay with the ones that get sick and die. It's based in percentages. That's why nothing synthetic can be mandatory, because everything synthetic is dangerous because they can't test on everybody. And some people, they don't test on at all. They don't care to. That's what you get with having matriarchs in a patriarchal society with patriarchs at the top of everything. You always get that bias. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up at that. I'm not interested in synthetic drugs and pharma solutions because they're okay with people dying. To me, if you're okay with people dying, there's something wrong with you. Something wrong with your brain. Your brain ain't working right. And to me, it's what is that? What is that? A type of hypocrisy that you got injected and you didn't die or see adverse reactions, and maybe your kids did, or not yet, and you're okay forcing it on other people who will die, according to the VAERS database. People have died and people have gotten sick. And you're okay with it creating autistic children as long as they're not yours. You're okay with people dying as long as it ain't you. You're okay with headache medicine being mandatory on people, and Tylenol's killed people. There's something wrong with you if you're okay with that, if you're on that project. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Gotta go. I'm not even sure what the video was titled. It was just me talking trash. So yep. Trash talk is done. Ranting is over. It's actually time to do some real work. Y'all have a great day. Happy